Who is Advance Africa? We are a registered non-profit organization which aims at contributing to a safe and free society that upholds the dignity of every person. We work with vulnerable youth, including but not limited to prison inmates and ex-inmates, whom we assist by supporting them with knowledge and skills to seek work, develop decent enterprises, and expand on already existing ones, and we operate majorly in northern Uganda and West Nile region of Uganda. The region was severely affected by war. Beginning in mid-1980s, the conflict devastated the northern region of Uganda, destroying livelihoods and infrastructure. Today, the northern region still lags behind the rest of the country in many areas and is home to almost half of Ugandans who live below the poverty line. The aftermath of war still reflects in the way people live a decade later, from petty crime to murders and domestic violence. Over the years, crime rates have continued to shoot up. Uganda has 223 prison units countrywide, providing custody to an ever-growing prisons population, which stands at over 54,000 inmates now. It is important to Advance Africa that we promote relationships between citizens and authorities in order to improve reciprocal understanding and trust.
Advance Africa inspires all of us. Inspires us because of what we stand for and the journey that we have taken. We're inspired to set up this organization, Advance Africa, by the growing number of young people in our country. Aware that Uganda is one of the youngest countries in the world, with over 50% below the age of 15. That should ring a bell in our minds. Half of the population is below the age of 15. So when we're conceptualizing Advance Africa, we are really concerned about this growing number of young people and also concerned largely about the question of youth unemployment. We knew at the time that Uganda, as a young population, as a young country, we need to engage these young people. We must create opportunities for these young people, because if we don't create those opportunities, these young people can be a challenge for the country. So that's really what inspired us to build this organization, and we're excited about the journey that we've taken from the initial stages of addressing youth unemployment to where we are now, looking at young inmates in prison, looking at their rehabilitation, reformation, and reintegration.
So we came in as an organization to say, how do we ensure that, one, we preempt so many of the situations that would cause so many young people to end up in prison. So we engage in communities, train young people, and basically on business skills, empowerment, so that they are able to go out there and engage society and earn a living.
A growing number of policymakers support the idea of facilitating a second chance for ex-prisoners. Just like Advance Africa, APP, African Prisons Project, in partnership with Uganda Prison Service, also believe in the movement to plan and promote prisoner re-entry or activities that prepare ex-convicts to return safely to the community and to live as law-abiding citizens.
Our vision is to be a center of excellence in the rehabilitation and reformation of all persons that come to custody. And the mission is to ensure safe custody of all persons that come to prisons. And to our inmates, we place their human rights issues at hand to ensure that they are rehabilitated, reformed, so that as they leave prisons, they are better persons than when they came.
Public perception when a person comes out of prison is very, very important, because most people on leaving prison would want to forget that they've been in prison and would not want the fact publicized. We actively encourage our people who are coming out to publicize the fact that they have been in prison, they made mistakes, they have been rehabilitated, otherwise they wouldn't have been let out. And we want people to know that rehabilitation does work.
The biggest percentage of crime in northern and West Nile sub-regions is committed by young people, who constitute the biggest population of prison inmates. 23-year-old Drijiru Sharon has already been to jail at her young age.
I'm prisoner le desumo nini ngandra mo meyo azikili niko man muzu prisoner le simo me gata zangiro maybe chandra mo charan makosi onira tebuti na maki imarwa mo shikin charan makosi oniko then amashke de achochora achora be alive village area.
She got into a fight with another lady, alleged to be having a sexual relationship with her husband. These are some of the situations the youth have had to deal with as they try to forge a living in challenging environments. Advance Africa stepped in to help those who have conflicted with the law and are serving jail time.
This process of Advance Africa came in from Tikau. Then, in that course, I was a course leader of Advance Africa from Tikau. And that course of Advance made me not to go daily to the garden.
Based on a solid research foundation, our approaches have been highly effective in reintegrating ex-offenders back into communities, restoring their social functionalities, giving them hope, a better prospect for their future, and reducing recidivism. This we have been able to achieve by working hand in hand with Uganda Prison Service, our staff and social workers, with generous support from the European Union and Caritas Switzerland among other partners. This has enabled us to move within communities to educate the families of the soon-to-be released prison inmates and also facilitate reconciliation processes after release. We strongly believe that we can achieve that by continuing to work hand in hand with local leaders and actively involve the community.
We want to engage with local groups, drama groups, that will have to act plays that are depicting the rights of women, depicting how women fight back for their rights, also showing the rights of children, and also showing the different challenges that children and women are going through in our communities, and bringing out exactly the challenges that are linked to women being in prison. So these plays, when they are acted, we are going to act them in such a way that they are participatory plays, where the duty bearers and the community leaders can be part of it. We feel that is the best way the message can go to the community.
Our vision as Advance Africa to ensure a safe and free society where young people live with dignity and realize their full potential continues to evolve and drive us to do more to help transform society.
We are doing this through our partnerships with the different stakeholders. We've enjoyed a very good relationship with Uganda Prison Service. We've also enjoyed a good relationship with the different districts that we work with, the local government authorities. We are working very well with them. We have a series of MOUs with the different districts. We now operate in over 30 prisons across the country, in Lango, Acholi, and West Nile. And we've been heavily supported by the European Union and Caritas Switzerland, among other donors like GEHA and many other, FK Norway, Open Society Foundations. So partly, we want to continue building partnerships with the different stakeholders to be able to address issues of rehabilitation, reformation, and reintegration. So that's how we are going to move forward. We are very excited about our new strategic plan. We are very excited about the new direction that we are taking, because we believe that one, Advance Africa as an organization will be sustainable through the social enterprises. Two, we believe that our advocacy will ensure that the state takes the responsibility for rehabilitating these inmates. And three, we believe that the communities will be aware of their role in reintegrating the inmates. But most important, we think that if we can all change our mindsets, if community can change their mindset towards crime, if we can address crime before it happens, if we can think about avoiding crime, I think we'll be able to contribute to the development of our country.
We as Advance Africa strongly believe in courageous leadership. As leaders of change, we tackle difficult challenges heads on, boldly inspire to innovate and break new ground.